Hello. Ah, fragrance for office? For men? That's a great idea. But I'm afraid today it's ladies first. Bonjour fragrance lovers, welcome back to my little sofa. In today's video, the second episode of complimented fragrance, and this time it's for ladies. Same thing as the men. For this one I chose a fragrance I've been reading about in the fragrance community as being most complimented fragrances. I couldn't resist on this list to add some of my choices and tell you a bit of stories around compliment I got with those fragrances, and mainly what we're going to see together is usually the most popular fragrance that are the most complimented. I think people compliment what they know, don't they? The first one, La Femme Intense. So this is not the La Femme Classique, it's the Intense one. This one is one of the most complimented I've seen in every chat and forum and things like that. And indeed, because of its very solar quality, it's really like a floral that is overpowering into solar fragrance, meaning like frangipani. You've got this ylang ylang that is really bright and only like a sun ray, but it's extremely opulent into something quite sweet and round and smooth, so it's not very discreet. Personally, I love it. Like every time I'm wearing it, it's true that I get compliment quite easily. It's ultra feminine. If it was a color, definitely would be like a burgundy or something like that. That's for sure. It's very sexy. That really bright vanilla that is inside. So for me, I mean, I really completely agree with that. It's a compliment getter, and I always like worry on date night, for example, because you're not too sure what to expect. If you wear something too unique for a first day, it might be a bit dangerous, you know. It's always nice to wear like very unique fragrance, but I think sometimes we need to keep to the classic. The second one I've been reading a lot about is Viva la Juicy Gold Couture. This is from Juicy Couture. You can see everywhere in top when we talk about ladies fragrance. It's a real gourmand. It's a lot of vanilla, caramel. Compared to the first one, it's not as flowery. It will be more like a cupcake or yeah, just a slice of cake, and a bit fruity as well at the beginning. At first time for me, I really didn't like it. I saw it was a bit cheap, honestly, like cheap fragrance I usually smell from celebrity fragrance. But the more I worried, the more I appreciate it, and in fact it's very gourmand. And you can see in forums of what men prefer on ladies, this one is always coming back, and I'm like, okay, men love that. Really nice. With the time I started to really appreciate it, but yeah, it's not, I would say, as luxurious for me as Prada La Femme Intense, for example. Third one I've seen a lot is one of mine as well, so I was really happy to see it there. It's Cartier La Panthère. So this is a bright, I would say, oriental, and if you don't like something very like fruity and quite intense in the oriental side, you might not gonna like this one. It's actually have an ingredient that I usually absolutely hate, and it's strawberry. I hate strawberry in fragrance. I think it smells like a kid or something like that. I just childish, not mature. I think it's a bit heady as well, but in this one is actually the first one of the first fragrance I appreciate with strawberry. It's really bright. You get that ylang ylang again that is very solar, charming. It's more like a, I would say, deep, dark, a bit more darker scent than the other one. Not as gourmand as would be Viva la Juicy, for example. And it's got a leather touch, so it's a leather jacket for ladies, I would say, which is really charming. And I would wear that even like, I think it's even more sexy than Prada La Femme Intense, and because it's projecting a lot, I think that's why you get like quite a lot of compliments. Next one is one of mine. I didn't see a lot in top, but I needed to have it because I had tons of compliment with that, and it's Girls Can Do Anything by Zadig & Voltaire. I love this scent. I mean, a lot of people like do not agree with me or things like that. My god, like every time I'm wearing it just a little bit and I get like compliments. Like last time I remember I wore it at work when I could go at work, and I had many compliments about it, and somebody bought it after my recommendation, which is the best compliment to me. If you want to get the fragrance of someone because you like it on this person, best compliment. And this one, compared to the other one, is much more musky. So musky means cottony, very powdery, a lot of tuberose. So again, much more creamy. It's a bomb of creaminess, this fragrance, powderiness. It's not discreet at all. It's very projecting, and you've got that ambroxan that gives a salty freshness to the fragrance. So it's really projecting a lot, and it's always been like one of my compliment getter, and I absolutely love this fragrance. Next one is Gypsy Water from Byredo. This is like more like a fresh scent, and I would say easy to wear for daytime, but it's been characterized as having a lot of compliment, which I understand why, because you've got a very lemony tone at the beginning, and then you've got something a bit more sparkling, nearly like sun-kissed. Smells also like open spaces. You really smell a bit more green, garden-like, and I think because you've got juniper berries, as I remember, and I think that's why it gets that much compliment. It's got a lot of personality in a daytime, I would say, outfit wearing, and I'm glad to see some fresher scents, because usually compliment getter are always like bomb of fragrance and most popular fragrance. And this one, it's nice to see a niche in there, so I was really happy with that. And I think it's a very pretty scent, kind of like a casual chic outfit, even though with some time it developed a bit more warmer, which is really nice. Next one, and I had to say a Tom Ford for this list, because Tom Ford always are the scent that get me the most compliment personally. I've seen a lot going on in the list of people talking about. There was Black Orchid that is always a compliment getter. I mean, there was Santal Blush, that is mine. I love Santal Blush. It's my favorite scent from Tom Ford. And there was another one I never talked about in my Chanel, so I was really happy to have it, to tell about it, because I've got it in sample and it's absolutely beautiful. It is Jasmin Rouge. So if you like, it's exactly what the same style. It's a pure essence of jasmine, but a very heavy and bright at the same time jasmine. It's like a ruby jasmine. You get really like that cinnamon touch and ginger that gives a spicy tone to the fragrance that is ultra sexy. And for me, this one is the most luxurious of all the fragrance. When you spray that, I think for me you smell very expensive. It's not just a casual jasmine scent. It's a very heavy, luxurious, nearly like a jewelry, you know, necklace, something like that to me, which is stunning. Very mysterious, enchanting feeling, which is beautiful. So I was happy to see it. Next one is a fragrance from Chanel. So from Chanel, you got a lot of fragrance. The one that was the most coming back in the compliment instead was Coco Mademoiselle. Coco Mademoiselle, if you don't know how to start in your Chanel journey, you need to go for this one. It's a soft oriental, it's a pretty scent, it suits everyone. I would say again, easy scent, but very pretty and a bit preppy style, I would say. So there was Mademoiselle, there was also Chance if you want a bit of a spiciness, but I wanted to talk about one of my Chanel, and also you've got Allure Sensuelle that get a lot of sexy compliments always, but I wanted to talk about something different. It's one of the vintage classic, and it's Coco. Coco is the fragrance that got me the most compliments ever. Like, I remember one day, so I'm gonna tell you that it smells a bit like a Christmas tree to me. Like, it smells a bit mandarin-like, you know, with cinnamon, cloves, and it really makes me think of winter, Christmas. But if I want to be on top of very classy but also a bit sexy, romantic, I would wear that, and it gives a lot of opulence and character. And I remember one day I was in a date, voilà, a little date, and we were ordering some cocktail at the bar, so I was taking my favorite cocktail, which is a Cosmopolitan. Can I have a Cosmopolitan, please? And the guy arrived, the bartender arrived, and he's like, yes, of course. And then he turned to me and he's like, excuse me. And he nearly jumped on the bar, you know, like this. And he's like, wow, you smell amazing. And I was like, oh, awkward. I was like, oh, thank you. And he seemed that the guy actually had a girlfriend and he wanted to buy the scent for me, so I told him it's that. And I remember every time I used to go to party and wearing that, I always have a ton of compliment. It's really like just pure class, this fragrance, but a lot of sophistication. A lot is not only like a baroque, I would say, Versailles atmosphere. It smells golden, it smells also yummy, ultra classy, and I love that. Next one that came a lot in those lists that I've seen a lot, and I was pretty happy because I have it. It's Yves Saint Laurent Manifesto. So it can be the eau de parfum that was quite flattering apparently, or the elixir. I personally have the elixir that is the much more richer and intense version of Manifesto. The scent I could not even describe. Like, it's just so intense and so creamy in flowers, but it's got also that jasmine sambac, and jasmine sambac is it's the most creamier jasmine you can smell as well. It smells very sunny, but you get a touch of greenness, a touch of orange when it's opening, and it's really like there's cashmere wood inside, and it does smell like cashmere, ultra soft, ultra smooth, and nearly like a big cloud. And you get that ambroxan that is again here, and ambroxan is one of the molecules that gives a bomb to a fragrance, and that's what he does. He take the ambroxan, take the cashmere, and he just throw it everywhere, and that's it. You get a massive aura around you. It's really not for the shy one, and I'm not surprised you get a lot of compliment with that. I remember I used to wear it a lot when I was studying perfumery in my perfumery school. And every time I used to wear it, and actually we were few in the class to wear Manifesto, and every time someone was wearing Manifesto, people were turning back and be like, who did spray Manifesto? Who is wearing Manifesto? I have it. It's the same bottle since my studies, actually. Exactly the same. I didn't still use it all. It's not because I don't like it. It's just because you need a little drop. And that's it. The next one I've seen a lot in those lists is Alien from Thierry Mugler. So this for me is common sense. When we talk about very strong, opulent and popular fragrance, Thierry Mugler always come back. Or he will come back with Angel, but Angel people are a bit or you hate it or you like it. But Alien in general comes back with good compliment because again it's really projecting. It's a very extremely simple composition. Just a white amber, and this jasmine is basically exactly what it smells like. It's an alien. Even with the ingredient, you cannot describe it. Like when I smell it and I look at the ingredient breakdown, I cannot recognize it, so it won't help you. But it's just like projecting a bomb, and it's also like a sexy fragrance that doesn't smell ultra flowery, which I really enjoy, because when we have our popular scent in the fragrance category are extremely flowery. I don't feel this one is that much, and that's why I appreciate it that much. Finally, I chose a fragrance that I own, and I always talk about it. It's a disease, I think, but I'm talking about Compliment Getter, and I couldn't not talk about the most complimented fragrance I never had, and this is Scherzo by Mylor Harris, and this one is always my most complimented fragrance. It's a rosewood, very opulent rosewood, definitely with an extremely bright opening in tangerine, so it nearly smells like, you know, Dubai kind of scent. That smell like this, very strong and opulent. Every time I wore it, I had compliment. I remember I was queuing in a store to pay something, and at least 3 or 4 ladies turned back and said to me, what's your fragrance? And everyone was like, oh yeah, what it is, what it is, what it is. Some of my colleagues that's been smelling me with this one body as well, at least 2 of them, so I was really happy. That's the best compliment. When someone buys you fragrance, you can see that you smell good. And finally, I'm gonna get some honorable mention that I think got me some compliment personally. I didn't talk about Cloud from Ariana Grande. That is a bomb of sweetness that always get me compliment. And again, the same. I wore that once and the next day I had 5 person at my work wearing it. And I couldn't not talk about Gabrielle Chanel, but the Essence one. This is a bright flower scent that is really creamy. Oh my god, so creamy, intense and refined, beautiful. Of course, Santal Carmin from Atelier Cologne. If you want like an early Baccarat rouge but a bit more close to the skin scent, it's absolutely stunning. And that always gets me some compliments. It's very luxurious. However, I felt that because it's a skin scent, didn't last as long as my other fragrance, but I love it a lot. Jimmy Choo as well, that is one of my favorite. It smells nearly like nail polish remover, but always got me some nice compliment. It really smells very ladylike. I love it. So that's all about that. I hope you enjoy the little video. What do you think about the choices of the fragrance community in general? Do you think it's working on you? Did you get compliment with those? Please tell me in the comment also what's your best compliment getter. I think everyone wants to know about that in the comments. So let's share everything. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave me a little like as well. It's always boosting me. And I will see you very soon. Bye now.